First, let me say, I understand. And I appreciate the respect you've shown me by coming down here and reaching out to me at this time.
Always.
And I will also go on record as saying I know my old man could be a tough nut to crack.
I don't want to crack nuts, but I will.
I feel the anger.
When I try, for the second time, on a separate issue entirely, to reach an accommodation, and he don't even make a counteroffer, where's his respect?
I have no way of knowing what kind of advice he's getting from Johnny.
Johnny's always usually a voice of moderation. Me and him, we get along good. So with due respect, let's not jump in and blame Johnny.
True, John's a pragmatist, but he's also a greedy motherfucker.
Lives above his head a little.
I am reminded of Louis the whatever's finance minister. Does something. He built a chateau. Nicole and I saw it when we went to Paris. It even outshone Versailles, where the king lived. In the end, Louis clapped him in irons. Look, Tony, all I can promise you is I will look into it.
I understand you gotta try to feel out your old man so he don't give you a mat, for sticking your nose in.
Tony, I haven't been afraid of my father for quite some time.
Fair enough. But Carmine, bear in mind, he came onto my turf. He tried to recruit my and Jan. And worse, he roughed up my appraiser. If the proper response is not forthcoming in a business-like time frame, my next move will not be further conversation.
I get it.
Also, you should know that my next call will be to Johnny Sack, to let him know that we talked. He shouldn't feel blindsided.
It's a bit of a poseur, you ask me. Tony, he likes to talk, I don't know.
What? What did he say?
His turf, his appraiser.
Son of a bitch.
Would they resod that green?
Now, you gotta give him some slack. He hasn't really been boss of a family very long.
Family? I told you. They're a glorified crew.
We could have had a sit down. Other captains, maybe.
This isn't the UN, Angelo. I won't let what happened to my father happen to me.
God forgive me, but you may be a stronger man than your dad was.
The fundamental question is, will I be as effective as a boss like my dad was? And I will be. Even more so, but until I am, it's going to be hard to verify that I think I'll be more effective.
JT, I want to introduce you to Carmine Lupertazzi, my co-executive producer on the project.
Nice to finally meet. I heard tidbits of what Chrissy's got in mind, the genre and so forth. But JT, I got to warn you, I'm very hands-on. I learned that the hard way. I want to welcome all of you to the first meeting of possible investors on this project. Some of you know I've had 9 pictures under my subspecies. 4 in the South Beach Strumpet series alone, each with 30,000 plus DVDs in print. That being said, I usually find it helpful at this stage to include my prospective partners and get your inputs, or notes as we call them. Anyway, we appreciate that your time is less than limited, so I'll cut to the chase. Log line. The Ring meets The Godfather. Wise guy, murdered, I guess you could say, seeks revenge on the man who ordered it. You would play that man.
Which man?
Who are we kidding you? Ben Kingsley. You'd play the boss.
So there's a script?
We wanted to surmise your interest and then tailor the part to your specificities. No one plays a tough, ruthless, hard-hearted prick like you do.
You got it down, trust me.
I take that as quite a compliment.
Like I always say, a man is not complete till he's married. Then he's finished.
Good see. Congratulations.
Tony, please, Phil. We're getting off point. I grew up in this, guys. And I just lost my friend Rusty. And for reasons I will discern in time, believe me. If there's one thing my father taught me, it's this. A pint of blood costs more than a gallon of gold. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention? Welcome to the premiere of Cleaver, the story of a young man who goes to pieces, then manages to find himself again. In all seriousness, however, I'd like to say a few words. Much like a child, a film has many parents. That is to say, many individuals who act like parents, or that by aversion, the film is their baby.
Dad, that was neat at the end. The creepy figurine and the crucifix.
I'm glad you caught that, Alexandra. Very observant. The sacred and the profane. I always enjoy those, but it never occurs to me to order one.
What the fuck, Carmine? This family of yours. Fucking senile Doc Santora uses one of my guys as a diversion. Still could have got hurt.
Doc showed a lack of respect. This alteration you had with him. You're at the precipice, Tony, of an enormous crossroad. Phil's considering shutting down the Hackensack Mall project with the plumbing strike as we speak.
Well, fuck it. Let him.
Easy for you. I have the scaffolding contract.
Oh, is that what this is about, Carmine? What do I owe you?
Come on, huh? You know me better than that.
My daughter. Carmine, my daughter. You got a little girl.
You almost killed the guy.
I should have killed him. I would have total support, but I held myself back.
You were being prudent.
Fuck that. I lost it. Timing couldn't have been worse, but what the fuck?
So you go to Phil. I go with you, hats in hand, bend the knees.
Uncle Philly,
Uncle Philly, my ass.